Hello! Today's masterclass is somewhat unusual. I'd like to show you the way I've learned to plant natural flowers into our woven items. This can be different items like baskets, cups, pots, etc. I've tried different options and each of them is good in its own way. For the first bouquet, I've decided to use roses, chrysanthemums, and some greenery we picked up yesterday while walking. To make the bouquet live longer, I use a floral foam oasis. Or you can use any other type of a floral foam. There's lots of info on such foams on the internet. The foam is saturated with special substance that feeds flowers sufficiently to let them live longer than in normal water. You can watch our recent masterclass on how to weave such a flower pot at our website. I bought the foam at the flower shop. Well, you can as well order it on the internet, but because I don't use them often, I've purchased one piece. A half of the piece of foam will be enough for my pot. I cut it into halves. The other half will be waiting for the second bouquet. Then I just pour some water into a saucepan and place the foam onto the water surface. The foam has to dive into water naturally. It doesn't take much time to dive. It's almost there. That's all. Got it. Now I'm going to take it out. I have to place the foam onto the flower wrapping film. It is the very film my flowers were wrapped with. But first let's try the foam to the pot. I have to cut the corners. The foam is even easier to cut when it is wet, because there's no dust falling out of it. Let's put the remainders aside and try it on once again. Well, there's a little more left to cut. Let's round the piece to let it come into the pot. Try again. It gets in almost perfectly. Let's smoothen the corners a little more. I've made the shape almost round. Got it. I've smoothened the shape. The next step is wrapping the foam as if it were a gift. And fastening the film with the help of a sticky tape. That'll do. Got it. Cut off the excess. I don't throw away the film remainders. Well, in this case the foam has gotten inside tightly enough. Sometimes, if the foam is not fastened well enough, I tighten it with remainders cut off. The foam inside has to sit firmly without sliding around. So I've put the remainders of film cut off into the pot around the foam to fasten it reliably. This will make the bouquet convenient to carry and present. Then I prepare green twigs. I place them into the foam so that they will direct it toward different sides. It is important for the twigs to hide the pot edges, and there mustn't be any leaves on the part of the twig covered by the foam. I've got enough foam inside. I've decided not to save it. However, keep it in mind that you can cut such a piece into halves and add some more flower wrapping film. This would save you half of the foam piece. But I've decided to be generous. There's no handle on the pot, so it is even good that the bouquet will be heavy enough. Hope everything will get perfect. So I've planted the first green twigs. Now I'm adding some more greenery along the edge. Let's add some more here. The process is rather meditative. You can take your time and enjoy the process. After this, I'm going to distribute the roses. I've prepared the roses of different height. Take a notice, please, that my composition will be multi-leveled. It is meant to be this way. The longest rose, then the one that is a bit shorter, the third rose, and two shortest roses. It is the way I'm going to distribute them. When working with floral foam, it is important not to take the flowers in and out. You have to insert and fasten them. The stem has to adjoin the foam tightly, get fed by the substance, and not to move around when transported. So I've inserted the longest rows. Then I insert the shorter one. The third rows. As for two shortest flowers, I'll put them in like this. The roses have been distributed. Let's smoothen the bouquet a little. Now I'm going to fill the remaining gaps with small white chrysanthemums and some more greenery. Continue meditating leisurely, take your time. Here I'm going to plant the entire bush of flowers. There are many chrysanthemums, all of them are of approximately the same length, so they'll be shaped into a ball with roses protruding from it. Continue filling the gaps inside of the pot. So I've got such a bouquet as a result. This bouquet has been planted in a pot like this. As I've already mentioned, you can watch how to weave such a pot at our website. As an option, a bouquet can be planted into a basket. Take a look, please, it's very nice looking as well. I've presented a few such baskets as gifts. As for this very basket, I've created it a couple of weeks ago and the chrysanthemums are still fresh. The floral foam prolongs the flower's life. Besides, you can plant a bouquet into a cup. Here it is. The cup is similar to this one. The only difference is that this cup is silver patinated, while that one is patinated with bronze. So you can plant a bouquet into a cup like this or some different one. You are free to experiment. Or you can plant it into a regular cylinder. I mean, you can use any shape of a flower pot. You can plant it into a cube or a smaller cup. You can weave any form depending on the size of your bouquet. We know how to weave all of such forms, especially small ones. One more thing, I've noticed that autumn-colored golden daisies look nice in such yellow cups. While red roses with white chrysanthemums look better in black pots. Such pink flowers look good in a dark pot as well. So you select the pot color to fit your flowers, of either contrast or similar color, it's up to you. As well, I'd like to add that quite a while ago I saw such woven elements in a bouquet, and they've touched my heart. My heart always echoes to any type of woven elements, whether in footwear or bags, wherever. Now I've recollected this old idea and embodied it into my bouquet planted in a cup. If any of you got interested, you are welcome to ask questions. We'll be happy to shoot a mini masterclass on such woven elements for a flower bouquet. I wish you to enjoy the bright autumn and new ideas!